Yep, no specific. It was so thick. There you go, spare that in your camp. It was at home. One spot.
Okay, now you aim the camera. Or just says,
Oh, your old buddies.
Who?
Laura said you'll call them later quick, so she's gonna send the number out. That's,
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead, I'll wait.
Mr. Cook, are you fail? It's good, it's
this,
badly delayed tonight.
lots of lag time. Okay. And I'm not gonna touch another thing. Oh, I gotta make sure
We're gonna have a little delay, Sharon
Yeah.
had to call somebody.
we're muted. Okay, we're good.
4 miles. 4 3/4. Where? Just exact phase the way. Right. Jesus. And that stops. $50 a quarter. You don't listen. I gotta have a waste side. No, and you don't want to when it's windy.
You're like me, you'll still misplace it. Okay, where'd I put that?
As long as it doesn't go in that long paper, 30 minutes. No, that's it with that. They're charging the bonus points. It's just a. Okay. They said, like, what do you think? 35 foot. We've been playing, but it was a cabin pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what Jack and earned up.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said, I'm slow there, because that was,
Yeah.
and then you, it's lower, started up and messed up that,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, you get down here.
Were you on vacation, Louis?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah, okay.
Well, I dropped I got a fishing boat that can't get anybody to work on it because it's too old. But that place be there, it's an local station in case.
Yeah.
JT,
Yeah,
he said he would.
yeah.
He worked on anything young guy, older than 1980.
There's a guy called, if he's still alive, Fin and Feather, he's good.
Finland pheasant.
Fin and Feather, he likes the old stuff.
Oh, shit. No, I think it's something, things that way to fun, in case they're on your way.
There's a little sign there,
And boy,
what's going to happen, look it up on the Google.
well, I
A
can
buddy of mine took mine there about 10 years
Okay,
ago.
I could find her.
Fin and Feather. And he worked on, if he didn't pass out, it's got.
Yeah, that's what you need to know, like,
What are you dealing with?
it's got triple carbs.
Triple carbs.
Yeah. So the guy that gave
An
it,
inline?
no, it's a V6,
All right,
or, no, it's a 3-cylinder recarb.
yeah,
But the guy that gave it to me, let it sit with ethanol in it for 13 years. Emery and I got it started, it runs, but it don't run good. So this guy said he could fix it. I said, well, I got another one if you could fix this one, it just needs a tune up.
he would probably be about, the case though, and the rest, just an or Sebring maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's hard to find. We had that one guy outside of town here, Tom. That was,
And glass.
he lives over by the chair, asked him. It was good with the old stuff too. You can't find anybody. And this guy was talking, called JT. You can't find anybody who worked on a guy that jets can time working. Dealerships are all working on those. I say, yeah, I called Mercury. You know what they told me? 26 years. Anything under 20, or older 26, go buy a new one.
Frames today last 10, 12 years if you don't take care of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
To make fun of the old stuff. What's it showing me?
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Yes. Yes. All right, thank you very much. Yep. Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye.
Set?
Yeah.
Luann, you want to take minutes, please?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Call this meeting to order. Luann, you do roll call, please?
Cook,
There.
Kenneth,
Here.
Loomis,
Here.
Jarzell, here. Cameron, absent, excused.
All set? You will pledge allegiance? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, any public comment?
Okay, I just talked to Gordon. And he said he wanted to clarify that we can approve and ratify the budget that was passed on the 10th for the 26-27 budget year. And if we would like, there was a few changes or amendments that we wanted to do, we can either discuss them ahead of time
Okay,
and do that with this approval, or we can approve it and ratify it, and then I'll then make the amendments and approve them. But we would want to do them individually. Or we can do the amendments at a later date if we wanted to look them over, because it was kind of short
okay.
noticed.
What would you prefer? Just approve it and then make the amendments?
I think if we can just, yes, let's approve it and then discuss the amendments, and then we can decide if we want to amend it or not.
So we need a motion to approve the 26-27 budget?
Well, yeah, I guess there's the
Correct.
discussion of it. So is there any further discussion?
Yeah.
So,
This is all new to me, that's.
Yeah.
We
Don't
normally,
we have to ratify it?
Yeah, we're gonna
The word
approve
that
and
we
ratify
used, Is
it.
that what that means?
yes.
is it ratified same as approved, but
I don't know.
we've never done
So-
it before, so it's all new to me.
I guess to do a little discussion ahead of time to make sure people are aware, there's some things that we would like to change. And Robert and I talked a little bit about this today. We've never done the FICA and the as a line item in the system, the FICA and the Medicare. It was paid, but it wasn't a line item in the system for the lawn mowing, and there was one other one.
The ditch bank mowing and, or I should say roadside mowing and also the park
And for the park,
and trail,
right.
rail trail.
So when we didn't do that, like I said, they were paid, but it wasn't on a line item through our accounting system. That's when it triggered the report saying that they had to do budget adjustments. So when we pulled the record of the budget adjustments, you know, the FICA and all that. So that would make less of it makes more line items for us, but it makes less
Budget adjustment.
adjustments for them. So that would be something that we could make the adjustment, that we would add the line items and add to the budget, then the Medicare and the FICA. On those pages.
And only two specific.
And
things.
the other ones already have them. So these two specific ones did not.
They did not.
And I think about 2 years ago, when we added the roadside mowing, our auditor gave us the numbers, but we never incorporated them into the budget. So he didn't have anything to look at.
No, I didn't realize we needed to do
Yeah,
it.
he didn't.
We never have in the past,
Mhm,
but I guess they changed the rules and I didn't know they changed the rule.
yeah,
So
so
that's something we gotta correct.
it's just an ongoing thing that, and then I think Jackie was wondering, she wanted to clarify the pay. She said she knows the pay is right for the cleaning person, but she needs to be able to
Yeah.
split them up between fire hall, police.
I know
And,
we discussed all that and
Mhm.
I told her I would get her that information. It's still $120 a week,
Right,
but the way
Never.
it's broken up. Remember
Then
we had the
It
fire
was
hall. was
total, yeah, it was
Every other
total
week, it was
120.
total 120.
And
Mhm.
then however she was supposed to break it up.
Because they do it once a week at the office and they do it once a week at the police station, but the fire department, they only do it every other week.
Yeah, so like
So
week one, she
I
gets,
split that in half, remember, and then
Yep.
Mhm. So week one, she gets $60, the next week she gets $130, then week two, she gets $60, and then she gets $130, so. She just wanted that clarified. Um. And then, the other thing, she wanted, and we may not have to change this about when we update the computers, which account it comes out of. So either we can change it here, or you had talked
Yes.
about
Just the
the server.
cleaner. Is that just a formality that she will straighten out? Or is that something that we have to fix?
We still have to add the budget line for her, don't we? Or not?
No.
No, that
was
was-
the cleaning personnel.
No,
Oh,
no,
what-
I'm
which-
sorry.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, the park board and the lawn mowing, and then the cleaning personnel, we just said, yeah, that's just, we need.
I'll have to put a FICA in there and also the Medicare.
Yes,
But the cleaning lady is just a formality for her.
know
to
how
straighten
to,
out.
how to split it up.
It's still $120 a week, but
Right, she just needed to know.
yeah, and I told her I would get her that information tomorrow. I would have brought it tonight, but
Yeah,
and also she had a problem with the township hall capital outlay because of the server and stuff. She didn't think we added money, but the money wasn't in capital outlay, it was in office and operating supplies. We increased that to $30,000.
Page are you on?
17, I'm sorry, 17.
Because I thought it was in this too.
Yeah, it's in there.
but,
It just wasn't where she thought it was. And I said, no, Jackie, it's right here. It's under office and operating supplies.
so normally, or I shouldn't say normally. It's sometimes a big item like that would be in the outlay, and that's where she expected it to go from instead of the other, but he has it in the other, so we just have to know which account numbers to use to pull it from.
It's
From
there,
the
it just
budget.
wasn't where she thought it was. So I said, no, this is where we're from.
Cause I know when we were discussing it all, we had it, we put it in here, we added it. But I,
Then she had a question about the Murphy Lake Dam, but that's into the brine and the road repair in the Murphy Lake, that's all included, because we increased that from 250,000 to 295,000. And that would be on page 18, down at the bottom here. I
And,
guess it was 245, we increased it to 295.
okay, so she just has to know when she writes that check to make sure it comes out of that GL number.
Yep, and when we started this, Carrie said that would be the best place to put it, and I explained that to her.
Okay,
I said, it's all right there,
okay,
so.
and then.
This is some of those once a year items that just need to,
Right, and when it doesn't come out of the right spot, messes up reports,
yeah.
and the auditor has to change things, and we're trying to get as efficient as possible so that the reports that are triggered at the state level show us as in the best light possible.
and a lot of these concerns that Jackie had are clerical. We'll just straighten them out.
They're
Robert,
clerical,
show her-
except for the FICA and those.
Right,
Those
yeah,
have.
I
to
understand that.
change.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then the other issue, because it was proven and verified that the, refuse is, we do have, fund balance. Do we want to not raise that for the taxpayers? Because Robert had his figures correct. And we can keep it as is. So it doesn't,
and we already
That-
passed it with the
We-
addition, so
so we would have to amend it to go
Let's
back
amend it,
to
sir. Let's amend it.
240. I think it was 240.
Yeah, it was 240.
So those are my concern,
And what about the police fund? Did you find that was Robert right on his
I
numbers
think,
for
I
that?
think
too?
we're okay in the police fund. If we find something different upon the audit, then we will adjust it accordingly then. I'm going to revamp and clarify. So I have a lot of things that we're gonna work through.
What is your settlement date with the county for your millages and special assessments?
Uh,
Cause you have to turn in that.
right,
To the treasurer.
right. I am not, positive of that exact date, Bob, and I don't want to give you a wrong
Oh, no,
date,
no, no,
but
just make
I
sure.
definitely know we have to have it done before then, yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Monday is our audit. We set it up a bit earlier so that we can have our ducks in a row.
So you want to amend the refuge back to 240? Is that what?
Yes. I think we should move it back.
Yeah, I believe,
We don't need any extra, we don't
right,
need to
Yeah.
increase it.
I think,
That's a perpetual special assessment area. That's never going away. There's only parameters of how low and how, what you guys can do. Same with the police. It'll never go away.
And I think the fire millage is the same way, isn't it?
no, those we
Wait,
have to
those
vote
are
on.
that-
That has to be voted on.
Those-
But what I'm saying, the millage is the same for so many years or not? What is that based on?
What do you mean? Well, you guys
The
set
fire
the
mill.
mills. But did it get combined into one? Because it used to be every 2 years. There was two different fire.
They did
villages,
combine those.
and it was combined into one. So now it's every 4 years that has to be voted on. Is that correct? Or is it two? Whatever.
You're asking me for dates and I can't
Yeah.
specify. I don't have as good a memory as you do, Robert or Bob. So I have to look things up. So,
So let's say that millage, that stays the same for 4 years and then we vote on it again, okay?
The people vote on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
right,
yes.
that's a,
And
But
then-
that millage stays the same, we can't adjust that.
Oh, you can adjust it.
Oh, we can, okay.
within a certain.
I mean, we don't need to, I'm just
Right,
asking.
right.
Yeah, so if we leave the police mills where it's at and go back down with the 240, those would be the amendments and the FICA and the state.
Have you
So
guys
it's
came
just
up with,
State medic,
with what is in the police fund balance? Have you guys come up with what is actually in there?
I can't answer that with,
Okay.
and until I know, it, unless I'm, yeah, can't answer that.
the only thing I got goes by the numbers I gave you. I assume they're correct, but I can't say for certain.
Because, once again, you guys have got 1.5 years worth of millage sitting in there.
So,
If
well,
that- If it's correct, I'm only saying if.
so I guess those would be
Just the two then, right? The Medicare and FICA,
for the
and then lower the refuge back down to last year's rate.
240, yes. So,
But we'll have to add the FICA and the Medicare to those funds.
okay. I'm gonna write this down. It's two. How is it titled? Is it titled mowing?
Roadside mowing.
Roadside mowing?
Yep. And that's actually under, I can give you a account number if you need it.
That would be good.
And it was, sure, right?
You want the account number? For the roadside mowing,
Yeah,
that would be 101-446-933.
so with,
You want the ones for the park board?
and then. Yeah,
101-965-969-005.
is 005 on the end of the 9331?
What's that?
Is the roadside mowing have the 00? Three more numbers, or is it cut off?
That's where it's cut off. I
Cut off.
assume it's 000, but I don't, that's where it's cut off.
Um. And what amount? What she had on that email, the approximate amount
Or what?
for the
roadside
FICA and the
mowing part.
roadside mowing, but I don't see the amounts.
Did she?
Do we have to, what I'm asking is, do we need to raise the budgeted amount, or is that gonna be enough? to
No,
cover the-
according to the revenue and the expenditure report, it was enough.
Covers it,
And I'm thinking,
okay,
I don't have that information because I didn't know we was gonna go over it, but it
Right.
seemed like it was like 300 and
and if we have to adjust
Well,
it,
if
we
you don't-
can,
Don't
so,
guess.
but we do need the line items and.
I that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
because, like I say, I don't have that information in front of me. I can get it for you
But if we
tomorrow.
run out, we can adjust.
We can adjust it. It is a fluid, yes, document.
I do know before whatever was put in there, we never did go over, so. And I don't understand that, cause we didn't budget for it, but yet it was still in the expenditure revenue, so somebody put money in there, and it's. But we'll get it figured out.
And then the refuse amount to 240.
Yep,
Okay. Um,
So what motion do we want?
so first, I guess, we've done the discussion, so we can do the ratification. Approval along with. These amendments. And if we want to wait till after public comment, we could do that as well, I guess, because.
Do you want? Everything's gotta be separate though, right?
Yeah.
Separate motions.
Yes,
Okay.
we're gonna.
Okay,
so any other discussion? On anything in the budget?
I don't think so.
Okay, second public comment.
Just Jerry, this budget is a plan, it's a living document that can and will be adjusted throughout the year. It's not, I mean, it's just a plan.
It's just a
So,
forecast, yeah.
Yeah, so it is not uncommon at all to have to make adjustments in multiple
You know, let's say,
throughout the year.
let's say like the fire fund, you're not planning on a fire truck blowing up or anything, but if it does, you can't plan that,
right.
but. That's just an example.
The living agreement,
Yeah,
if you will.
it can be changed.
Sure.
Any other public comment? Okay, action items. Vote on approving the 2026-2027 budget.
I make a motion that we approve the budget that was passed on April 10th. Approve and ratify the 2027 budget.
Support.
You've heard the motion, been supported. Is there any discussion? If not, do we need a roll call for that?
Yeah.
Roll call.
Lots of money in that.
You're dealing with money, yeah. Luann, you wanna do a roll call, please?
Okay, what was the date that it was passed?
April 10th.
Okay. Oh, hey. Cook,
Yes.
Chair, kind of,
Yes.
Loomis,
Yes,
Jarzell, yes.
motion passed. Okay, now you wanna do the amendments?
Mhm. I make a motion to amend the 2026-2027 budget to add the FICA and Medicare to roadside mowing account 101-446-933.
Okay, you want
I
to
want
do
one
just
at a
that?
time.
Okay, you've heard the
Will you be able to
motion.
give me that
What's
so
the
I get it
second?
right?
I'll second it if it wasn't.
I'll second.
Okay. You've heard the motion been seconded. Is there any discussion? If not, Luann, you roll call, please?
Yep, just a second here. Loomis,
Yeah, yes.
Kenneth,
Yes.
Gerald, Cook, Jarzell, yes.
Caught me off guard, call me first.
Yeah. Throw your curveball.
I make a motion, are you ready? Oh, wait,
Yeah,
you do.
motion passed, okay.
I make a motion to make an amendment to budget year 2026-2027 to add FICA and Medicare to the park board. Account number 101-965-969-005 as a line item in the budget.
I don't wanna get picky, but do the rail trail also, cause that comes out of that same fund, but.
The park board and the rail trail come, okay, I amend the motion to say park board and rail trail.
Okay,
Second.
it's been second. You've heard the motion been seconded. Is there any discussion? If
Good,
not,
good
Luann?
catch, Bob.
What about your fire? you get paid to go to the fire meeting, correct? When you guys have a fire board meeting,
Mhm.
you need to include that.
They're already in there.
Okay.
There's only two that didn't have them. Did you want to do an amendment?
No, you got them wrote down. I'm okay with doing it, but you got them wrote down.
You ready for a roll call, Luann?
Yes,
Okay,
Cook,
Yes,
Jarzell, yes, Kenneth,
Yes.
Loomis.
yes. Motion passed.
I would like to make an amendment to the 2026-2027 budget year. To lower the refuse amount. To $240 for the taxpayer.
Support.
You've heard the motion and been supported. Is there any discussion?
$240. $240.
Each person.
$240 per person,
For a resident.
per resident. No, per resident. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Per-
Amended to 240, yeah.
Okay, you've heard,
she second. So
okay, you've heard the motion been seconded. Is there any discussion?
Okay,
Now, Luann, need a roll call, please?
Kenneth,
Yes.
Cook,
yes,
Loomis,
Yes,
Jarzell, yes.
motion passed.
Put the baby to bed.
got one question. What was the rail trail? That's fine.
Yeah, the park board and the rail trails together. That's same ago.
I think that's it.
And make a motion to adjourn?
Support.
Been a motion to adjourn, been supported. Is there any discussion? Not all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passed.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, it's nice to hear.
The air pressure will turn you that.